Today I have received the electrical connector, okay, the oil pan, the wash the guys, I clean the magnet, the seal, new seal, oil filter, transmission oil filter, and the contactor plate for the solenoid, the gasket there, okay, right, the housing, I didn't see any scratch or something, it looks beautiful, looking excellent. I can start dressing it. I can put the parking, the gear selector, this one, couple of other stuff inside. I can put the B2 inside and torque it down. I would like to make it, dress it with the clutches and then it's all together, but there is no problem, it's fine, it's okay, not a big deal. Then let's go 1 second outside. This is the old electrical connector, the plug. This goes back to the owner, he can keep it as a backup if he wants. Here we have the guys that was for me the dipstick, this is the bar for the gear selector, couple of brackets. This bracket, why they sent to us with the transmission, I don't understand. Also this one, anyhow, yeah, transmission mount again. We're gonna dress it all together. This we cannot dress it because this goes to the chassis. This goes to the chassis. How I call that? Yeah. So this can be separated. All the bolts they send us, also the bolts for the drive shaft. They send us bolts for the starter. No, this is for the cover actually. This is on the other side. Yeah, okay, it's fine, it's okay, we're gonna put all together. Yeah, what I want to say, 1 second, I was going to say something now. Yeah, after this rebuild, what I cannot guarantee the torque converter. First, I don't have the torque converter, but even if I had the torque converter with me, I don't have a way to test it, so that's a different story. Yeah, that's it pretty much. Now, some of you, you're asking how much it's costing. I have no clue. You have to ask at the office. I don't know prices. I have said that before. Other than this, like I said yesterday, somebody mentioned that no, it's not the problem with the clutches. And I said it's not only the problem with the clutches. It's also the problem with the seals. It's also the problem, not the seals only for the drums, but also the seals for the solenoids. That if they're not sealing properly, and if it's leaking, or if it has a scoring inside and it's escaping the oil pressure, yeah, it's not gonna work properly. And we are ending up here. Now, I'm gonna get the housing, getting the gasket, getting the oil pump from there, this one, and start torquing it down, putting it together, waiting for the clutches, because the office, it's opening at 12 o'clock, now it's 10 o'clock, I have 2 hours, I have some other things to do outside. I can dress also, like I said, I can put the new seal here, yeah, dress it, yeah, prepare it, finish with this one. How long it takes? Yes, now I remember it. Somebody asked how long it takes. Usually it takes 2 days, not 2 full days, even if I have the parts here. Why I'm saying that? Why I need 2 days? It's not only preparing and washing the parts, it's not only opening. On this drum we have to inspect the seal, the piston that has inside, and if there is any problem, this goes together, it comes together. Not only the O-rings and the seals that need to be replaced, not only the bushings, let us say, the pump, in the housing here inside, the needle bearing to see that it's locking, that's only one way on the 72.6. By the way, I made one mistake yesterday. I said that I have changed output shaft on the 72.6. No, it's not the case. At the 72.9 I have changed many output shafts, because this here, it's turning and then you're not going to be able to align the clutches and then pass it through this one. If it's grabbing here, you're gonna make a damage. it's much better to replace it. It's not expensive. So, washing, checking, changing the seals, let us say, this is one part. The other part is the clearance on each drum when you insert the clutches. The final clearance at the end. Pay attention what you're doing, clocking it, because it will help you a lot when it comes the time to assemble the transmission, because if you don't clock it, or if you're a little bit out, let us say, there is a trick how to do it. You can see which one's a 6 o'clock and which one where it's supposed to be. Then it's gonna give you trouble when you put back inside. It takes so much time. It takes also the solenoid valve housing, because you have to open it carefully, you have to keep the balls, you have to track it to put it in the same position as it was before, to don't have any headache. Then I have to check also each solenoid with a multimeter. I can actuate it also from the power supply that I have here, that's okay. And then I'm changing the seals. I'm not changing the seals and then I'm checking it, so don't be pointless. What else? Did I forget something else? Everything okay except the torque converter. I cannot say anything about the torque converter. The only thing what I'm saying on the torque converter is make sure that it's gonna be clean the fluid that has inside, to don't be dirty, to don't be contaminated. Okay? If you have to wash it, let us say, with a fresh fluid and repeat it this couple of times, do it, test it, and if it's not working, replace the torque converter. It doesn't make any sense. If it's working, the torque converter, it doesn't make any sense to change the torque converter and put a new one. From this point of view, it's much better, let us say, to test it on the car, and if you see that it's not working, then you're gonna replace it. Once again, I don't have the car. They send me only the transmission, and I'm dealing with what I have in front of me. Just to be clear. The price, as far as I know, like all the jobs, we have given the price to the customer before we touch the transmission, before it even comes here, the transmission. Okay, and if he's okay with the price, then I continue with the rebuild. That's the status. Let me take care of a couple of parts because I have to go outside. Later on, when I open the office and they give me the clutches, I'm gonna show you also the clutches. Yeah, and start building the transmission. That's it for now. Thank you. No, not thank you. I'm not gonna post this one. I'm gonna wait also the clutch and then I'm gonna post all together. How many videos I'm gonna make? Somebody else also how many transmissions I have built. I have no clue. I don't even remember. Honestly. New gasket, the oil pump with a new o-ring, the drum, torque down, the 45 torques and the 30 torques from the other side. Done. I put also this rubber here. Drum inside, hand tight. These bolts need the torque wrench later on when I'm gonna close it. The gear selector, if you like, the parking here, parking place I'm gonna show you later when I'm gonna turn it with the seal and the other stuff. Then solenoids, all the o-rings, it's been replaced. I already checked each solenoid individually, the ohm, and I actuated also. Alright, this o-ring and 2, 4, 6 o-rings here. Alright, these are the old one. I have removed also a couple of them outside, I think. Yeah, 2, 3, 6, 7. Yes, no, it's all there. 2, 4, 3, 7. Yeah. So let's start putting the clutches, right? Yep. Fresh oil. Keep there. B1 ready. That's the remaining clutches. Let's continue. Some lubrication here on the bearings, on the seals, and start building it. I need also to put 2 steps down. Yep. K1 drum ready, in place. Okay, now what I did, I put this piece of wood, I put a nylon to step here. I need this to have a clearance from down, another one here, nice and clean with a nylon. No need to be contaminated or anything. That's a transmission oil, it's not a big deal, it's fine. Then K3, I prepared the drums, I put the oil on it, transmission oil, Vaseline, where it's supposed to be. I asked also Omar, I'm gonna show you now what I did. I bring inside the transmission mount bracket, it's not being bolted down, I'm gonna do it later on, this at the end. I bring also this, I bring also that. And I said to Omar, put the other bolts in a box to give back to the customer to go to the other garage to fix his transmission. He said to me, the car is here outside. It's not in another garage. We're gonna put the transmission. Okay, this is better for me. Why? Because I'm gonna clear the adaptations and it's gonna be everything fine. All right. Yeah. Let's see. We're gonna see the parts one at a time. Let me build it. The tower here. I'm gonna start in a minute. Okay, the tower is ready. Time to close it. Sorry, closing it, make some measurements and then finalizing it. Maybe I have to open it again. We're gonna see. Okay, everything looks beautiful, great. Now, I'm gonna close the oil pan and I'm gonna explain to you later on when we're gonna turn the transmission upside up. Okay, everything okay with the clearance. I'm not tight, I'm not loose, it's in the middle. I like it, I love it. Classic actually, not something crazy. Now, the transmission, it's not ready. Yep. I already put the bracket, the transmission mount back here. I put also the selector and the rubber here. It's okay, it's not burned, it's not coming apart. Okay. Alright. Yeah. Stay there. Yep. So, now, what's happening? What's going on? I block here with one silicone cap to don't be contaminated, don't come anything inside. Okay, I block also this one, don't come something inside, the same thing also from this side. Where am I? Here. Okay, there you go. So, why these are blocked? Simple. Because I'm not gonna put the solenoid valve housing, solenoid body, call it as you like. I'm not gonna insert inside. It's over here. The new contactor plate, it's in place. It's been washed, prepared, everything. It's been open. Classic like always. I changed the seals also on the solenoid valves. When it comes the time, we're gonna see that again. And I'm gonna explain why I'm not installing it right now. We are waiting oh boy, let's see how we're gonna say now that overlap ringed sleeve. We're waiting this kit. This kit, I think it comes from the United States, if I'm not right, if I'm not wrong. Wrong, yeah. It's the fumes from the petrol, that's why. Don't pay attention. So we're waiting this to arrive. That's why I didn't put it inside. Plus, the customer, he wants to install the bigger oil pan, the aluminum, called as you like. That it's getting more oil inside and has better cooling transfer, if you ask me, than the steel one, since aluminum, and it's much bigger. It's important thing to have also the covers that has down, that's directing the earth there. If it's missing all the covers, yeah. Then, what I have here inside, obviously I have the transmission oil filter. Okay, 1 second. That's the transmission oil filter. This is the plug, the new one. When it comes the time, I'm gonna insert it inside, and the bolts for the solenoid valve housing. Now, you're gonna tell me, yeah, okay, I said earlier that the car is with us and we will gonna install the transmission. So, to don't waste time and waiting, let us say, when will arrive the oil pan, when will gonna arrive the ringed sleeve, let us say the overlap ring sleeve, this one, these 3 pieces. But by the way, if I receive these 3 first, I can put them properly, let us say, put it on the transmission, the solenoid valve, okay, and keep this oil pan until arrive the aluminum one. It's not a big deal, all right. But right now, to install the solenoid valve housing, and then I have to open it again, and then it's gonna be full of oil. But now it's dry, completely dry. It does have oil, does have nothing. So it's gonna make my life much more easier. It has only oil, a little bit of lubrication, the valves that has inside, to don't run dry. So when I'm gonna receive this and the oil pan, you're gonna see that again. You're gonna see the transmission again. So we have to put the car inside. I have to go outside now to clean the torque converter. I have to empty the torque converter. I should have the torque converter. It should be here with us, since the car is here with us, right? Drain the torque converter, put a fresh fluid inside, shake it, repeat it a couple of times until it comes clean oil out. Then put in place, give to the guys to install it on the car. And like I said, standing by, waiting for the sleeves and for the transmission oil pan. Why I didn't show you all the details? Because I have another video, not only one, I don't know how many videos I have for 0.6 and 0.9. Go watch the other one, it's gonna be exactly the same like that one. I didn't make any shortcut, I changed all the seals, whatever it's coming with the kit. Actually, it's not remaining anything. There is no scoring, there is no scratches, nothing wrong with the transmission. That means what you see over here, it can survive another 15 years without any problem. Same thing also for the solenoid valve housing. You're not going to have any problem for another 15 years. I cannot guarantee anything about the conductor plate, the sensors, and for the solenoids. The solenoids, like I said, I measure the resistance, it's on specs, I actuate it, I give electricity, it's perfect. Then I measure again the resistance after I give the electricity, just in case. It depends the temperature, keep in mind on the solenoids, because if it's warm it has different resistance, if it's cold it has different resistance. So nothing to worry about it. If the torque converter and the TCU it's okay, there's not gonna be any problem. The procedure, how is the procedure? Filling it up with oil, more oil than it needs, the transmission, actually, because it's gonna run on idle. It's not gonna run at 7,000 RPMs, so it's fine. If it has, let's say, half liter of more oil inside, it's not a big deal, because we have to check the oil level later on. I have to put the D, I have to put the reverse, it has to go in specific degrees, and then I want to check the oil temperature. When it's gonna be cold, 40 degrees, and when it's gonna warm up at 80, 90 degrees. And always to have 200 ml, a little bit more oil, it's not causing any problem, on this transmission at least. Then, before I started, I want to clear the adaptations on the TCU to make sure that we're not gonna have any fault, and we're gonna be clear the adaptations, because everything inside is new. Yeah, that's it for now. Like I said, next time, when I'm gonna receive the sleeves, and when I'm gonna receive the oil pan. Thank you. You see my mind? I forget to show you the old parts. Yeah, god damn it. I was closing everything here now to leave to go home. Let me show you the old parts. All this belongs to the customer. You're gonna be inside of the box and we're gonna return it back like always. This we have to use the parts to put back the transmission. So clutches, the conductor plate, the seals, O-rings, this one, this you can keep it, it's like a backup. Anyhow, it's not expensive, yeah. The nut, it's finished, this old nut, the old seal, the old gasket. Yeah, all of them, they are old one. If you need to keep something from this, I don't know, maybe to keep the conductor plate and this one, yeah, these two, probably. Now that's the end, that's it. You get used to it, right? Thank you and have a good night.